Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't know if we're allowed to take any of these items. Eight, 12. So we have to start by a house. Let's see. We need someone over here. For the guard nugget, I think you're unkillable. Just one strength level up, please. No, that's not what I meant to do. Why we don't have the javelin? Where's Oboro? $15.
No dying on me. We made it.
Oh my god, we get doubled.
We weren't finished. Thank you.
Is that all you got? Of course. We're all right. Guard down.
This is well below our pay grade. Shit. I cooked up something real smart right now. Watch this.
Okay.
You try to speed up an emulator, your PC explodes. Holy shit.
Allow me to help. I'll go with you. It's over.
No, I'm not taking you to the edge of the map. No. No. Damage taken -3. They're low key. Not even gonna get in a fight. Because the AI innovations prioritize the fucking buildings. Wow. I'm guessing our +3 damage building got knocked out then.
Not strong enough.
Owarida.
You're not alone. To the rescue!
You're not alone.
I knew you could do it.
What's my double level up?
Okay.
Holy. Holy shit. 3, 7, 24 plus 9. It's 33 effective attack. $31 now.
I'll support you. Sorry.
Wait, this map kind of sucks. The ravines don't even matter to the wyvern family. It does 14 damage to me. Hmm. Bruh. Just completely fucking cursed. Hola. Hello, quesadilla muncher. Mohanoka. Oh my god, dude. It's not enough. Bro, I hate the audio on my stream so much. With your mic, bro.
I'm here.
24 plus 7. 11 against. Oh, they can't kill.
Careful out there.
3 damage to you. For the vine. Nothing could go wrong here. Except that. Loser.
Now we can breathe easy.
Finally.
Oh,
You still have the strength surge? Oh yeah. Holy one shot.
as I expected.
Azama came in here and did nothing. Get me out of this fucking...
Thank you for coming.
Then you can skip this. Yo.
Please. Glad
Really, brother? Really? You okay, you lose. How do you do more damage than the generic? Oh shit! This is what I get for doubting Satsuna.
oh, it's dead. Ex- What's
Build. Can you see? Okay, you can. I guess not. Let me take a look at the next map. This map I think it is. Howdy. Adam's back! Holy shit. Sorry for leaving you high and dry. It happens sometimes. Dual Shuriken, Kodachi. S rank? How do you get this chest in? Oh, they're not impassable. Right? Yeah. If anyone we'd rather use, besides the one we part of the team. Hold on. Dude, this preparation screen is so fucking good. No, no, no. Okay. Okay. I got scared for a second. A defensive blade. I remember using that when I first played the game. Remember I wanted to give someone a secret book. It was you. And a speed wing. Okay, let's see. 15 speed. They won't double everyone because they're way down. Oh, this guy's gonna double everyone. These guys are way down. And stationary too, I guess. I remember being really bad at this map. Ninjas are like one of the hardest enemy types to fight. We don't even have Calamity Gate, huh? I think you get that this chapter. You get that from this thing. Maybe. Don't quote me. Why is Rinka here? Oh, you're a parrot bot. Where's the cafeteria? Come on, Saizo.
I'm here. There's another.
It's so dumb. Tastes great to me.
Let's see.
Wait, who got speed +1? Whatever. And what you been up to recently, Adam? Maybe you should get some tonics. Just finished episode 4 of season 6 of Better Call Saul. What do you feel like? Only having one javelin around sucks. I'm less invested in the characters than I would have liked, but it's a really good drama. Really? You don't fuck with Kim Wexler? With Howard Hamlin? Your HP good. Good. Fine. I thought the speed wing doesn't get doubled. These guys can barely damage him even if he does. Kim was too goody two shoes for effort, and now I just feel bad for her falling too deep into her vices. I can't have either way. Oh shit, it's the best Fire Emblem song. It is quite sad. Just fucking negative hit rate on everything. Should have bought a steel club. It takes 3 guys to kill 1 ninja. This is gonna go terribly. Oh, Lord Almighty. Boom, 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 boom. I giggle like a dumbass or schoolgirl every other time Lalo's on screen because I have to think about all the BCS YouTube shorts I used to get and see. He is a funny guy. 13 4 res. We're playing campy as fuck. I think there's reinforcements on this map. Dickwood. It's a lot of damage. Dodge? Yeah. Hamlin isn't as bad as I expected. I still dislike him too much to sympathize. I find it a little hard to dislike Hamlin because how much isn't his fault and how much like his bad scenes are kind of interpreted even more badly because we're from Jimmy's perspective. We don't really know everything that he says to the characters. Seeing Jimmy get shunned by the public court for freeing Lalo is kind of sad to see, and especially sad to see him resort to "you can't prove it" as a defense. I mean, most people figure that he's a bad guy.
Takumi!
Big brother, are you all right? Ah!
Ah! Kill. Huh?
What? Please.
I will not be stopped. Ugh. Die! Ah!
The hell, Jimmy fell off. It's the fall off. The come up. 31 enemies? Sing a song.
Wait.
I don't remember this at all.
Listen. Justin.
Huh?
My apologies. Hey.
What?
Oh, that's cute.
Hold on a minute. Ah,
Takumi! The quote-unquote best archer in Fire Emblem. Nah, it's not him, because it's not Bow Knight. But the quick draw and the fat-ass 14 hit. Watch this. Boom. They spammed this song a little too much. I just like Howard because he had a genuine grudge for Kim betraying him and ignoring how he treated her basically like a dog at work. Makes sense. We're giving into Chuck's disdain for Jimmy. That was weak vote of him. Okay, can you one shot? We can try. Oh my god! I've never missed this many times in Conquest. Wow.
we're not alone. I won't stand idle. You're good. Very good.
Not even talking, he has a 100% hit rate on this map. Isn't that fucked up? $18. Nah, not enough. Unless... you don't double this guy? Hello. Subs with shots. Not as bad as I expected, but I still don't care, though that doesn't mean much because I'm not very connected to any character. You sadden me. To each their own, I guess. I think... wow. Is this lower movement? I don't think it does.
We made it.
We're really over leveled, huh? I already switched to like Nacho a lot, like Jesse, but he was an actually kind of stupid crook at the beginning, and the rest of the story did get me slightly emotional, but not particularly. I think the only problem with Nacho is, like I mentioned before, is he's very reactive character. He doesn't have much going on, like for himself. He doesn't really have really internal dreams instead of like outside of like I want to make my dad happy. Kinda, yeah. Ouchies. Oh my god. This guy is in a horrible position. Mike is the best character. Truth. How did you do that? I honestly lost a bit of my endearment for him. Bro, this show is killing you, bro. What happened? Yeah, go figure. Oh, you can't dual strike kill. Oh no, I can't lie. You're very useless this map. You drop you drop another Kodashi, bro. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 8. Plus 3. 14. No, you can't double anyone. I don't know, everybody goes, hey, guess I'll do it about cartel business, and maybe seeing where I'll lead, having seen Breaking Bad makes it more difficult for me to understand the temptation. Isn't it part of it they're scared of the cartel? That's a lot of damage. Boom, 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 boom. Highest level up, everyone stay seated. Hey, but he leveled up skill though. We actually didn't kill someone with that, so now he's gonna go into Archer and do a lot of fucking damage. Isn't that kind of the point? I was surprised that Jimmy going back to Lalo to do the 7-min pick up despite getting out of it. And Mike basically going, I'm already dirty, I might as well, but I'll totally do it my way. I expected some other kind of inner turmoil, not I guess. I think the idea, what I remember, is that they're kind of drawn to bad stuff, the same way like Walt is. It gives them like a sense of power. Jesus Christ, dude, the fucking hit rates. I'm paying for how many times I probably should have missed during Conquest. Wow, 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 wow. +4. You die from this attack. Wow. Of course, I'm being hyperbolic with Mike right now. Really? You still like him? Who to dance? Who to dance? You should be fine, I think. You don't double me, right? Nope.
No other way.
Yo. I was a bit surprised at how Nacho's self-offing looked. I expected some recoil, but it looked like there was none. Hmm. It was a bit strange. It's a bad idea if I've seen one. Or is it? Risky biscuits? Well, I'd be like, the archers that can move, we're done for. But I just realized the archer can't move anywhere. If I do this and attack, I have 3 guard gauge. Actually, if I miss, I'm super dead. Iron Naginata. That's 10 damage. Okay, I can't do that. I got scared. And there's just no way you get one shot. What the fuck? Tell me I'm not the only one seeing this, right? Can anyone do 15 damage? Full fizzle. But more in a I'm entertained way. I was a bit surprised at how Nacho self-off. Oh, yeah, I read that already. I didn't read the other one though. The Nacho scene got me though. Got me pretty emotional null. Okay, where's the next archer? Right here. Dude, you do no damage. Kanoka, we're in our 20s now. Well, except you. Just the fattest 7 damage. We're doing this deathless, bros. I'm nothing like you motherfuckers. Who has the best defense parap? Not you. We're gonna get friendship whatever activated. Actually, no, you'd still be better. Here, Hayato. I'm giving you this. This guy's scary. We have 1 res. That's a fat 17 damage. And TML. No. Yo, what's good? How's everyone doing? We've been better. I can't say he should get more screen time or depth, yo, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted from Nacho. I wanted a bit more characterization. Yo, what's up, Tuvok? How you doing? Howdy, Dan TML. I need to stop trusting Super Eye Patch Wolf. Why? Yo, what's because of Diaz? Hola, Dan. Fucking debuff city over here. How much rest do you have? 8. So -4. Yeah, your weakest. Still pretty good. Bro, we're provoking the side anyway, so I think we kind of... Who has the javelin? Fucking Obaro! So how you doing, Gregor? I'm doing mighty fine. You missed a comment about Nacho from me. YouTube. Open to woke for you chat log. I can't say he should get... I felt a bit something at Nacho's last call with his dad, but kind of like everyone else with him. It felt too short bound to get to me. I get it. How do you feel overall about the about the show? Seems like a lot of complaints here. I just came from the SAO vid and I heard you didn't like Last of Us. Is it true? The opposite. I love The Last of Us. That's why I put it there as an example. And I put it there as an example because I wanted to compare. Well, I wanted to compare the things other people say. I love The Last of Us 1. It's one of my favorite games. And The Last of Us 2, I like less. I have a lot of problems with it, but I still really, really like it. W. Greg, thank you. I'm planning on making a video on those two. Little video series. 6 damage. 0 damage. Okay, that's fine. Kind of just something I want to see so I can understand when people talk about Better Call Saul. Hopefully when you watch video essays, it'll make you like it more. Good comparison. You missed my comment. I watched a Cult 2009 because he said it was super creepy, but the ending was actually that one's kind of bad. I have a +3 +3 speed. $18, that's 4 damage. I think it's fine to put you here. Yo. What the fuck? They saw something that I didn't, clearly. Good comparison. Is your strength lowered? Yes. You need a steal, Naginata. You're the right quesadilla. I read your comment. The hero Dan. I also wasn't wowed by Breaking Bad beyond getting too nervous about it to the point of disassociating from everything after season 3, which obviously doesn't help in getting invested. I'm probably just not the intended audience. Not for thrillers. Also, the last like 10 minutes are kind of goofy. Are they? Let's see. That's a very, very good kill right there. I need you to take this damage though, bro. Silas has been activated. Holy shit! Holy shit! I need to forge something for him. Are you supposed to think hit rate? No. Silas, if you miss, it's fucking over. No, wait. Hinoko, if you miss, it's fucking over.
I won't fail again.
So he says.
On my honor as a knight. This one's for you.
Dan, do you play any Fire Emblem? You know anything about Fire Emblem? You know a thing or two about Fire Emblem? We're dragging too many guys. Silas is online though. He's fucking online. These guys have too much defense, man. Well, that actually would have killed if he did one more damage. 16. That's 10 damage. 10. 10. 13. I'll always have 2. 11. Yeah, you die. If I leave you there. I once randomly picked up a thriller book at a supermarket upon my mom liking them and a stranger saying it's a good book, but couldn't get past where things only started to be getting tense. So yeah, I guess I never was one for thrillers. But if you like found footage, technically mockumentary, but same principle. A quote isn't a bad watch, especially if you go in blind. I mean, if you go in blind, everything's not a bad watch because you can't see it. Ah ha ha ha. Good joke, thank you. Yeah, we have technology, okay? With a dragon stone, 12 plus 14 is 26. And 7 is 19. Plus Silas 7. That's 26 damage. Thank you. Thank you. Or do you do more damage during dual strike? Actually, this kills. No, it doesn't. What the hell? I'm going crazy. $28. Oh my god, they W? Never mind. I don't know what to do. Y'all watch Invincible? I read Invincible. I've kept up against my will with the near everything that happens in the show. We have +2 defense. How many of them can attack me? Well, we want to kill 2 of them, right? We kill both of them. Azura's right here. Takami's right here. This guy comes in here. This guy comes in here. They obviously kill her. W Greg again for real. Be the real go. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. I watched season 1. What do you think about the show, W Quesadilla? I like the show writing wise. I like the show more than the comics. I think it's kind of sad that the budget is getting like poo-pooed. One, two, three, four, 5. What if we dance for him? You die. You're here. Then you can move up. We'll heal you. We have +2 aura right here. Takumi goes in and kills this guy. No, you'll be in rage of this guy. No! My perfect strategy. For that mission needs help. I'll watch up to when conquests appear. I like the actor. Thank you, Hinoka, for doing no damage.
To the rescue!
You don't have any range weapon, huh? Why you guys have really high HP? Strength +2. Wait. I get it now. With a strength pair up, you one-shot any one of these guys. This guy's still traumatic actually. Or even better, you can just block up this place. You kill the archer. Alright, actually ideally you want to kill this guy. 13 versus 7. 10 actually. That's 3 damage.
See? I win.
Just like of those invincible shake memes. I've only seen 4, but it's already too much. Dude, they're funny as fuck, I can't lie. Allow me.
Stealing my kill.
Wait, guys. I may be stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Never in a million years could any of you ever come up with that strategy. Fuck my stupid Chungus life. We're risking it for every biscuit right now. You can't even use the steel Naginata yet, huh? Chatling, can you pray for me, chatlings? All 8 of you. All 8 of you. Ugh. Dude, I think I need to start stealing characters in Marvel Rivals. Inshallah.
Let's go together.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Naturally.
My teammates just don't know how to play them. Like, these fools cannot be trusted with Moon Air Punisher. And what will you do about that? Wah, 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 wah.
I'll back you up.
Big man Silas, bro. Don't you ever forget that.
They will beat us.
Ouchies. You can't hurt me.
Let's stay focused.
This looks like a lot of trouble, so Steel Yumi, that's 13 plus 9. They're gonna be 9. If the ninja attacks first, do you die? Minus 4 defense. Yeah, 6 defense. Jesus Christ. That's kind of annoying. Who's my super tank? You're actually my super tank.
I'm here. Please allow me.
I had it covered.
Is Ox iron or steel? Neither. It's fucking neither.
I'll win this.
Here come the blowjob brothers. Let's just pretend this will work.
Careful out there. It's not over yet.
I owe you one.
To first succeed, you must believe you can succeed. Amen. Your defense is lowered. Um. Yeah, well, you double. Actually, I think you even double with a steel katana. Has Fire Emblem ever had a brazen bull? No. Trust, I'll be the first one to make it though.
Wow, intimidating.
Welcome to the EXP farm. Welcome to the wolf pack. Strength! Just for that, Hinoka, you're getting the next strength drop, or whatever it's called, energy drop. Wow.
Witness the strength of my tribe.
On my honor as a knight.
No EXP piece? $12 damage. 10 to 14. 21 versus 10, 11. You almost died, bro. You cannot be serious, my brother. I think I'm gonna sell 2 Switch 2s. Yeah, what's gonna be it for me? I just realized you died from a pair up. You died without. You died from. $14. 6. See, game, you almost got me, game. You almost got me. I almost forgot.
Keep your eyes open.
Die already! Not my fault you're weak. What?
What?
Let me help you.
Let me help you. Most annoying shit ever.
This isn't worth it.
We got this.
Who am I gonna have? Takumi Mary. Nice one, Saizo.
Let's go together.
On the contraire. One HP. What, me? It's fine, bro.
Witness the strength of my tribe. Delighted to help you.
I got too many people paired up.
Let's go together.
Man, Silas, man. Silas, man. Imagine if he got good level ups, man. Bloom Festival does nothing. Fighting these guys without shield defense is so... What the fuck? Oh lord, they're coming. Bruh.
Careful out there.
Hayato. Hayato! Hayato! Look at the Eater. This is what Hayato's true potential looks like. What the devil?
We'll teach them a lesson.
He reached 25% of his potential. Yep. I haven't heard these phrases in so long. Yeah. +4 speed. Don't mind if I do. So you're weak against swords now? Holy shit. You can have this kill size though. It's okay. +23 attack. This man is 5. Oh my god, you get doubled by the Tiger Spirit guy. I admit it, I got scared. I got scared. 1% crit, guys. I had a nightmare the new season of the Amazing World. Dirk Gumbot unleashed a little black spaghetti monster.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh shit, the route, huh? Let's be a bit more careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Imagine.
Together we shall prevail. I'm here for you. How did I?
Defense level up. Oh, there's a kill.
Thank you. This should be interesting. Let's make this quick.
Well, you're strong.
Ah. Yo, good level up.
Big brother.
To the sea. Orochi. Poor Haito. Who the hell does fucking Takumi was with? Takumi is with Hannah? Oh shit, this whole time I'm supposed to have been using Kaze? Ryoma Oboro. Hey, we got Kagero now. Oxus Bronze. Kaze looks like you're about to get cucked by your brother. Let's call it level 8, 9, 17. Oh, this is the time to train him.
I can help.
Of course.
Need a hand? I can help too. I won't forget this.
He won't forget this.
Oh, you're here. See ya.
Did I miss something? We won the map. Through brilliant strategy. No one had ever stuck around for when I beat a map. Wahoo. Thank you. Adam, hopefully you came here with some video recommendations because I'm about to order food. I'm sorry. Where's the armory? Do we even have money?
Welcome.
We got some money. Oh shit. BRB. I got something ready in the playlist, I think. BRB.
See.
A subtle weapon. The bazongas. Okay. Oh. Kind of worrying. We were barely doing decent damage with it. Oh shit! I didn't even know she had that. I got a vid saying why Smash Ultimate lacks depth for skill or something like that for 17 minutes. That's a good vid. I like Smash Bros. I have 1 billion hours into Smash Bros. 14-minute vid on why the season 7 and 8 of Rick and Morty are good now. That's interesting. I don't know about Rick and Morty. Also reminds me of my ex, which makes me sad. Be real bitch Culver. He said there is a Denny that's closer. They just close early. 50 minutes of the innocence of Jesse Pinkman. How innocent could he be? Estimated arrival time 39 minutes. Not quite what you think. You might fall asleep by then, Adam. How they screwed up the movement in 3D Mario. Sounds funny. Like 20 minutes. That'll be good. Put it live. I actually really like that one because it's funny while also being kind of reasonable. Oh, you watch these? You're really full. You have 2 Kodachi, that's why. Probably can watch 2 of them. I pick Ultimate and Super Mario. 8 minutes of reasonable grievances with TDC that I used to relate a lot to, but not as much anymore now. It reminds me, I wanted you to watch a certain video. I'll send it to you on Discord. I'm howling at the moon. It wasn't this one. This is a little different one. And then the There was one that was actually pretty good. It's in my watch later that I watched already. This one. This one's the actual good one. TADC failing to absorb a narrative because people are so interested in theories. Some of the minutes I said were rounded up or down in case you got confused. That makes sense. Let's see, what do we do here? I love Kagero. This is the first time I saw like an anime character and I was younger and thought like, wow, this is badonkers. I remember using everyone. Maybe not Hannah. I think I always ended up benching her because she would die too much or something. Silas I used a little bit. Silas I never used in Birthright. I'll check into Wowzers. Let me scout the next map. Our supports are not looking sharp. Oh, it's a ship map. Yeah. This is where we recruit my wife. The purplicious enemies. Are there promoter units in chapter 11 of Conquest? No, there isn't. A route map. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Arm scroll. 18 defense, brother. Who can we take? Not enough people. I lied, we have enough people. Actually, we don't. Hanukkah's never gonna get to marry anyone. My wife. You shut the fuck up! You shut the fuck up! And my Reina here. When I first played this game, I married Orochi. This one. The second time, I married Scarlet, the Wyvern Rider you get later on. Hold on, let me check the speed thresholds. 8 speed. Okay, everybody fucking doubles. Except actually everyone else doesn't double. You double. You don't double. You don't need to double. You don't double. You double. You barely double. Everyone doubled with Azura. Actually, you don't. You do. Speed tonics? Lilith. John Armory. Messal. I think I used too much money. We were getting so much in the beginning.
This calls for a spell. Whew, as I expected. What?
Wow. You're good.
All adults. But the localization made everyone an adult. Silly game. Tricks are for kids. Um... inventory. Sakura, Azama. Having 2 healers kind of sucks, but cheeks. I wish I could heart heal him already, but I can't. Boom, boom, boom. We only need 1 healer. That a malignite? What the fuck? Imagine. Gosh darn it. No, it's fine. Not fine anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The cat from the Adolf Stress. Meow, meow, meow. "17 defense, dude. Oh my god. I'm badly overestimating the speed of my compatriots. You don't get attacked. You do though.
Let's go. I'm here for you.
These hit rates, bro. Yeah. Break your weapons against me. Holy shit! My wife. Been struggling with those spirits. May my bow strike true and deliver exquisite pain and death upon my enemies. Bro, she didn't even talk. Are you lower level than me? Me and another comment on mine got swallowed by YouTube.
Let me get started.
YouTube pull up control panel.
So fast.
I wanted to explain why I wrote what I wrote. The cat from the it doesn't show up here. It's super hidden. What? What did you say, Adam? Safe and sound. Doo, 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 doo. But this type of battle is like a playground to me. King China from Hoshido. Yukimura sent me here to provide you with my sexual assistance, specifically screwing Emblem by disease.
Oh my.
Shut the fuck up. Nothing I didn't. Oh fuck! Nothing I didn't already say in the meow comment. So weird. This is Reina. She's pretty cool. Meeting. She's basically like a flying Hana. She does a bajillion damage all the time. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One, two, three, four, five. Affectation. Really?
No need to worry. Look me in the eyes.
Look me in the eyes. Uh-oh. I'll let them come on board. I wanted to write something extra to meow meow meow, so I thought of that guy and remembered my hometown has a street right around my former home's owner called Aldo Stress. Why is it called that? I thought of street cats. What a peculiar name.
Fare thee well.
It used to be a normal last name.
Remain.
I thought Germany went on a big censorship spree after that. Okay. I want to take out this Kinchi Knight. Barbarian. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Whoops. You get doubled? No. That damage.
Stand down.
Ugh.
We made it.
I can barely contain myself.
Okay, ladies is starting to pile on now.
Let's keep our guard up. We're under attack.
We're under fucking attack. You don't double without the iron dagger? Holy shit. Never in all my years of Fire Emblem have I seen a speed unit this bad. Yeah, this won't hit. To do a pizza doesn't answer fake questions. You're right. How good is Hannah? So basically Hannah is like a glass cannon. She'll never level defense or resistance. Actually, not that even that bad of a growth, like 30%. It would just never be good. You know, she has the highest speed growth in the game. In this game. And a particularly high strength growth too. Why are you using Orochi? She's like, so actually, okay, that's enough. What am I supposed to do with you again?
We won't give up. Yeah.
We are capable of taking a couple of ouchies. Or are we? 11. My order was dropped off. Thank you. Which one should you want? I should probably send you the links. The fucking what's it called? Smash Bros and Mario. Yeah, you guys don't need that. Oh my god.
Don't take all the glory.
I'm in your debt.
Please God, no. Excuse me? Oh my god.
Looks like we have no choice. I won't allow it.
We've got this.
You got this. Strengths. Oh ho ho ho. Dude. Oh shit, you double? Oh yeah, cause you got danced. Steel Star Axe. No, Hayato. It was supposed to be fucking Hinoka.
Careful out there.
Got you, bossman. No! Calgary, you're supposed to be good. You're supposed to be good. I remember having a much harder time on this map. Can she Knight reinforcements? Jory Jimmy. 10 plus 10. Holy. Okay. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. You ever watch something thinking it's gonna be some gimmick BS, but it turns out genuinely funny and witty? Yeah, almost all the time. Let me get my food real quick. Oh.
Smash Ultimate.
What's the audio?
On paper, this game should be one of the most exciting competitive fighting games ever made. The largest roster in series history, a refined and accessible engine, and a global player base that spans casual living room sessions all the way up to major tournament stages.
Let's see the video right now.
When this game launched in 2018, I genuinely felt like a celebration of everything Smash had built over 2 decades. And for a while, it delivered on that promise. But the longer you play it competitively, the more something feels fundamentally off. It stops feeling like a fighting game and starts feeling like a chore, a grind, something you push through rather than enjoy. And I don't think that's an accident or just a natural consequence of the game aging. I think it's the result of specific systemic design decisions that have quietly and consistently eroded what made Smash fun to compete in.
Bro, the music
For
is
this
too loud.
video, I'm going to break down exactly why Smash Ultimate lacks skill and meaningful risk, and more importantly, why that's actively hurting the game and the community around it.
That AI generated. This guy's a very classical YouTuber.
DLC privilege. Now, DLC privilege is not a new concept. It exists in virtually every major fighting game with a season pass model. Companies need to sell DLC, and a weak or unremarkable DLC character simply doesn't move units. That's just the reality of the business. Publishers know that players are more likely to buy a character who feels powerful and exciting to play, so there's a built-in financial incentive to ship DLC that's at least slightly overtuned. In most games, there's at least an attempt to walk that back through post-launch patches, bringing those characters in line with the rest of the roster over time. That correction process, even when it's slow, signals that the developer cares about competitive integrity.
Alright, they look at the PSP
You
much.
have to realize, this is Nintendo.
It might not be.
And in Smash Ultimate, several DLC characters have been warping the competitive meta for years with little meaningful correction, and that's where the real damage lies. When a paid character is allowed to remain structurally broken for that long, not just strong, but fundamentally altering how the game is played, the competitive ecosystem doesn't just suffer short term. It gets entirely reshaped around those characters, and everyone else, every player of every other character on that enormous roster, has to adapt to them indefinitely. That's not a healthy meta. That's a hostage situation.
Huh.
The most visible byproduct of DLC privilege is overtuned movesets, and Smash Ultimate has some of the most egregious examples in the entire series. Kazuya's Electric Wing Godfist is a move with invincibility frames that leads into some of the most damaging and oppressive combo routes in the game, rewarding people who can execute it consistently with
And it's safe on block.
that almost nothing else in the roster can match. Min Min's arm attacks cover the entire stage from a comfortable distance, making neutral interaction almost completely one-sided for a massive portion of the roster. Characters who are designed to play mid-range suddenly have no safe space to operate in. Steve's toolkit, block, up tilt, minecart, back air, forward smash creates a self-sustaining system where almost every approach option you have is already covered by a preset response before you even commit to it. What makes these moves particularly damaging to the game isn't just their individual strength in isolation. It's that together they reduce neutral to something almost unrecognizable compared to what Smash neutral is supposed to look like. In the 2019 to 2021 meta, even the most frustrating matchups still felt like Smash. You were still operating within the same framework, still playing the same game with the same rules. Against these characters, it genuinely feels like a different title, depending on who you're sitting across from. And that inconsistency, that feeling that the game has different versions of itself depending on the matchup, is a fundamental design failure that no amount of player adaptation can fully fix. This is, in my opinion, the single biggest issue in Smash Ultimate right now, and it connects to almost every other point in this video either directly or indirectly. In traditional fighting games, whiffing a big move gets you punished, sometimes severely. That risk-reward loop is the backbone of competitive play. It's what forces players to think carefully, adapt on the fly, and actually make reads on their opponent rather than just writing a script. The threat of punishment is what gives neutral its tension and makes decisive moments feel earned. But in Smash Ultimate, a significant number of characters can repeatedly throw out safe moves with
Rip
minimal
tweak.
consequence, and that fundamentally removes the need for decision-making in neutral. Characters like Game & Watch, Rob, Sonic, and even Luigi, my own secondary, have game plans that are almost entirely low risk by design. Their optimal moves cover most situations with very little commitment, and because those moves are fast, safe, and often difficult to punish on reaction, players can execute the same patterns over and over again without ever being forced to adjust. The result is what I call safe aggression. It looks like offensive, proactive play on the surface, but it's really just a wall of hitboxes that responds the same way to almost every approach option you have.
It's kind of cute that Smash Bros is carried by passionate players. And what I mean by that is that a lot of top players don't play like the top characters. They play like, you know, Diddy Kong. Yeah, hear that echo?
Steve is a
Embarrassing. You know, my burger smells good as fuck right now, I can't lie.
clearest and most extreme example of this in the current meta. Block covers direct approach,
Diddy icon.
tilt covers jumping over the block, Back air and forward smash cover trying to go through it, and minecart covers backing off entirely. There's no read
There's Spargo with Cloud. And by extension, Piranha Plant.
happening in any of those interactions. It's a preset decision tree that removes genuine movement-to-movement interaction from the game and replaces it with a checklist. And because these strategies are repeatable, low risk, and don't require meaningful adaptation, they don't produce satisfying wins or losses on either side of the screen. You don't feel like you outplayed someone when you win, and you don't feel like you were outplayed when you lose. You
I don't
feel
like
you
Snake.
bumped into a wall for 7 minutes and either found a crack in it or didn't. Most well-designed fighting game characters are built around clear trade-offs. Fast characters are relatively easy to punish when they overextend, zoners lose close-range exchanges by design, heavyweights hit hard but move slowly and are vulnerable to juggling. These trade-offs aren't arbitrary, they're the foundation of counterplay. They give every matchup a logical structure and give players a framework for understanding how to approach a character they struggle against. The problem in Smash Ultimate is that several characters have moves that completely bypass their intended weaknesses, and it breaks the design logic of the entire roster in the process. Game & Watch is framed as a glass cannon, high damage output and solid combo potential, but fragile and theoretically easy to pressure once you get in. Except his up B is frame 3.
I'm gonna go on a low rant about Snake.
And leads directly to
Necessary.
combos. That one move lets him ignore the disadvantage state only
I hate this character
entirely.
too.
If you touch his shield with anything that isn't perfectly spaced, he up Bs, combos you, and suddenly the supposed weakness of a glass cannon that you can pressure and punish him simply doesn't exist. Add a falling dare or nair with hitboxes that seem to cover a disproportionate amount of space relative to the animation, and you have a character that gets the benefits of being explosive and high damage without having to genuinely pay for it when things go wrong. Mithra's Foresight also follows that same broken logic. A rushdown character with some of the best frame data in the game should be punishable when she makes a mistake. That's the trade-off for her speed and her ability to confirm into almost anything. Making a bad roll or a mistimed spot dodge should cost her. But Foresight activates on frame 2, slows down time on a mistimed dodge, and still gives her a punish opportunity. It functions like Bayonetta's Bats Within, a mechanic that was widely criticized in Smash 4. Except this version exists on arguably the best neutral game character in Smash Ultimate. A safety net layered on top of an already dominant toolkit is not a design quirk. It's a character who was given the ability to be aggressive and also be largely forgiven for her mistakes simultaneously. And Snake might be the most structurally indefensible example on this list. A heavyweight zoner should by design be genuinely vulnerable when opponents get in close. That's the entire premise of the archetype. You control space on
Frame 1 bomb. What on God's green earth were they possibly thinking was that?
a distance, but if someone closes the gap and stays there, you're in trouble. However, he has a frame 1 grenade that breaks combos, gets him at a disadvantage, forces approaches, etc. Okay, fine. That's a defined tool with a specific purpose, and it fits his owner's kit. But his tilts have absolutely no business being what they are on a character of his archetype and his weight class. Up tilt has the range of a sword character's poke and the kill power of a smash attack coming out at frame 6. Forward tilt has a startup of frame 4, has 2 hits with mixable timing that conditions your opponent's shield options, and either kills outright or sets up into an edge guard via Nikita. Down tilt gives him one of the best low profiles in the game with a hitbox that's in his literal asshole, and it's also frame 6 just like up tilt. So let me get this straight. You gave a heavyweight zoner frame data that most dedicated brawlers would envy, combined with hitbox sizes you'd expect from a sword character. That's not a trade-off. That is a character with no meaningful close-range weakness, which is the one weakness his entire archetype is supposed to be built around. And I won't spend too long on Rob, but I'll just say this. A character who functions simultaneously as a heavy, brawler, grappler, zoner, who can kill you from 0, edgeguard from anywhere on the stage, and has a recovery that makes him nearly impossible to reliably edgeguard.
Bro. Rob was a fucking plague when he first started blowing up. There was a tournament at my school, and a bunch of people were playing him. Rob is too based.
In return, probably deserves more scrutiny than he received, but that might be a full video.
It was life or death in the computer room.
When you combine safe aggression, overtuned defensive tools, and the specific moves I just described, the logical conclusion the meta inevitably arrives at is passivity, and that's exactly what's happening in 2026 Smash Ultimate. The safest and most consistently rewarded strategy at high level right now is often to simply not commit, to hold your position. Wait for your opponent to make an error and punish him for it. Not because players are making brilliant read-heavy decisions to play that way, but because the game's design actively incentivizes and rewards that approach over almost anything else. The counter-argument I hear most often is, every Smash game gets defensive at the end of its lifespan. And that's a fair point on its surface. Defensive play does become more mathematically optimal as a meta matures, because reacting to your opponent's commitment is safer than predicting it and acting first. Players learn the risk-reward of every option, and they start gravitating toward the choices that minimize their exposures. That happens in every competitive game, I understand that. But there's a meaningful and important difference between a meta that gradually trends defensive as it matures, and a meta where aggression is structurally punished by the game's design. When the risk of approaching outweighs the potential reward in the majority of matchups, not just some of them, but most of them, the game stops functioning as a fighting game in any meaningful sense. It's a game of attrition, a waiting contest, and that fundamentally devalues everything.
That match is funny.
Neutral game worth watching and worth playing in the first place. You can still have incredible moments.
I saw that live.
But you're finding them despite the design rather than because of it. The natural consequence of everything I described is a severe and widening risk-reward imbalance across a roster, and it's something even top players acknowledge, often implicitly when they make character switches. Most of the time, high-level players don't abandon their mains out of boredom or novelty. They do it because they've done the math, consciously or not, and they recognize that some characters have to outplay their opponents significantly more to achieve the same results. The effort ceiling is just higher for certain characters. And in a competitive environment where results matter, that's a calculation players.
But as we return this live, you really are a chud.
It happened for me going from Falcon
Yeah.
to Luigi, and it's a pattern you can see across the results of almost every major in the past.
I feel like I saw live how more and more highlight vids of Rob appeared one day, and then the hate followed.
2 years. The clearest illustration of what this game could look like with a better risk-reward structure is actually Smash 64. If you never seriously watch or play that game at a high level, it might look primitive, but what it demonstrates is genuinely interesting. Every character, if played well enough, can kill you at zero. It's chaotic by modern standards, but there's a fairness embedded in that chaos. If every character is broken, then no one is. And the deciding factor becomes execution and knowledge rather than character selection.
It's only half
Now,
true.
I'm not suggesting that Ultimate needs to become 64. The games are completely different in scope and design philosophy. But the principle is worth taking seriously. If more characters in Smash Ultimate had a reasonable and consistent risk-reward balance, if committing to a hard read actually paid off proportionally,
There's gonna be
and if
64
playing a
matches,
non-meta
really?
character didn't mean accepting a structural disadvantage
Oh, that's
before the
chuddy.
game starts, you would see more roster diversity at the top level, more players developing genuinely unique and creative game plans, and a healthier long-term competitive scene overall. The current gap between high-reward, low-effort characters and low-reward, high-effort characters is simply too wide. And years of balance patches have not done nearly enough to close it in the places that actually matter. If I had to identify 2 mechanics that could be added to Smash Ultimate to meaningfully address these problems without overcorrecting and breaking the game in the opposite direction, the way Drive Rush warped Street Fighter 6, or the way Tekken 8's Heat system created its own set of problems, it would be wave dashing and melee-style power shielding. And I think the reason they'd work isn't just that they're individually useful, but that they'd complement each other in ways that directly target the specific issues I've outlined. Wave dashing would give players a genuine skill-expressive movement option for applying pressure and neutral without having to commit to an approach. Right now, closing distance in Smash Ultimate often means running directly into the defensive systems I've described earlier, because your movement options don't give you enough ambiguity to make your opponent genuinely uncertain. Wave dashing changes that. A player who has genuinely mastered the technique has real tools to close distances at varied rhythms, bait defensive responses, reposition after a missed option, and apply pressure without walking straight into a preset wall. And more importantly, it creates a visible skill gap in neutral. Players who invest time in the lab and master the movement have a tangible edge that expresses itself on screen. That kind of mechanical depth rewards dedication in a way the current meta largely doesn't. Power shielding, implemented exactly as it functions in Melee, would directly address the low-risk projectile spam that defines and suffocates so many matchups in the current game. Right now, throwing a projectile in Smash Ultimate costs very little. If it hits, great. If it doesn't, you're rarely in danger. There's no meaningful consequence for filling neutral with safe, spammable projectile options. Melee's power shielding changes that calculation entirely. If an opponent times their shield perfectly against your projectile, you lose the initiative. That threat alone is enough to force projectile characters to think carefully and creatively about when, where, and at what timing they use their tools, rather than just defaulting to maximum spammage. Combine that threat with the movement freedom that wave dashing provides, and suddenly, both sides of the screen
It's perfect shooting, not power shooting. I mean,
offense requires
yeah.
execution, defense requires timing. Reads become meaningful again. That's the
They
version of
forgot my straw.
this roster and this engine are genuinely capable of producing. And it's frustrating that the current design keeps it just out of reach.
I try to keep straws around. Can't find them.
Look, I want to be clear. I'm not anti-defense, and I'm not arguing that defensive play has no place in competitive Smash. Some of the best moments in this game have been produced from patient, precise defensive execution. Watching Hurt methodically dodge every option Akala presents and punishes with surgical precision is genuinely impressive. Seeing MKLeo read Spargo's aerial timings, weaving
It was a
through
funny
like
match.
he already knew what was coming is some of the best competitive play I've seen in any fighting game. Ludo grinding out a patient controlled game long enough to convert a banana into waft to clutch a major, now that's elite competitive play, and it's beautiful to watch. Defensive play, when it's rooted in genuine reads, precise execution, and matchup knowledge, is one of the highest expressions of skill this game has to offer. But there's a difference between defensive
The
play
Tweak
as a
rage.
deliberate and earned strategy
I'm sorry,
and
Tweak. That was
defensive
funny
play as
though.
the default, lowest risk path that the game's
That's my favorite player.
everyone towards regardless of character, matchup, or player preference. When 90% of high-level competitive play looks the same, not because players are all making the same brilliant reads, but because the design rewards the same low-commitment patterns over and over, the game stops doing justice to its potential. Smash Ultimate has the roster, the platform, the history, and the player base to be something genuinely special in the long run. The foundation is there, but the design decisions surrounding risk, reward, and commitment have consistently worked against that potential. And until those issues
Potential?
seriously, whether through a hypothetical patch, a successor, or something else
Who's the
entirely,
other night guy in his
competitive experience
PFP?
is just gonna keep
Is
pushing
Captain
the game
Falcon?
against itself. But that's just
The like old RPG music and the editing is so like 2010s. This just from the past. I love Sephiroth. I play him. I play Mewtwo. And my secondary kind of switches. Right now it's Lucina. Okay. I finished my food. Yo, everyone's, dude, look at everyone's portraits. Oh shit. Nah, that looks funny though. I can't see. Whoopsies. Whoopsies, guys. First time streamer. First time streamer. Now we all have poison strike.
Everything will be fine.
You get doubled? Oh my god, you do. You also get doubled. Good job, W's. I think they're gonna approach first, so... It's fine, it just hits. Silas has been activated. I repeat, Silas has been activated. She backed up twice for nothing. Why against... Is it because fighting causes suicide? Oh shit. Oh my god. If supported, if paired. So do you get like super damage? Oh my. Does Conquest have better map design than Birthright? Hell yeah. By like a lot. Like 10 damage. Wow, 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 wow. How do you mean it didn't approach? I was supposed to use a Bloom Festal. I thought you'd maybe watch both videos. I'm sorry. I just want to finish this map before class starts. If I finish it before, I'll watch the second one. Jesus. What the fuck, dude? Um. Decided to get another bad level. Yeah. Can't trust nobody. Why does she have a Nagayari? Okay, well, you're a Talk Me victim now. Sorry. Iron Axe. You do 5 damage. And that's not who you're supposed to be supporting with either. I was close to abandoning you because I thought a part 2 to a video I really liked was uploaded, but it was just a YouTube short teaser for said part 2. I understand. No, I'm only a little bit sorry. I dropped you for a FNAF 4 theory video. You really fuck with FNAF like that? I've been casually watching FNAF videos when they're related to first FNAF 4 games. Why stop at 5? Because that's when the story goes completely off the rails and becomes more funky sci-fi than horror. True, 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 true. Hand axe? Oh.
We are all right.
You missed Hannah?
On my honor as a knight.
On his honor as a knight. Now we all low.
Delighted to help you.
I love having, but FNAF is not good at it. Yeah, I don't think most people think it is.
This should be interesting.
Oh my honor, the Diddy Blood. Miles ban him.
Everything will be all right.
No mercy.
As far as where seemingly the seeds for its sci-fi future were kind of laid out, so I'm forced to hear of it. What the hell happened in FNAF 4? $22 against 7. That's actually a lot of damage. 22. 15? You do 16 damage. You do 10 damage. It's 5. 21. I just keep like this.
Let's finish this. Easy target.
Nobody knows what happened in FNAF 4. Scott had to freaking ignore what happened in it because nobody figured it out. He changed his plan DLC and FNAF 4 is basically irrelevant nowadays. Fuck FNAF 4! But essentially what he's getting at, right? I forgot that she has that skill.
Stay focused.
24 speed. Well, whoever attacks first is gonna give him the dual sting. Ten, 14, 24. Yeah. 21. I'm probably gonna get hit. 27.
I see the enemy.
Well, I like that one FNAF 4 theory bit a lot because it actually manages to find a coherent string of events. It explains them through a method of finding events that have worked in previous games. Astounding. Came 11 years too late, but better late than never.
Stay strong.
FNAF theorists are like our Marines, you know? This one just never ends, huh? Yeah, more resin. Arm. Wait.
We have no choice.
Come on, Takumi!
Let me get started.
I knew you could do it.
Though some modern day theorists are skeptical of the video because the answer isn't fantastical enough or doesn't build enough hype for the FNAF 5, bruh. So you know Graveyard Shift at Freddy's? Already out of my ballpark, Kaisa. You guys kill me.
I see the enemy.
I know FNAF 1 through 4 from 2016 German video was basically got half the stuff wrong. I'm referring a bunch of wild, kind of just blanking anything after FNAF more. Did they have German translations back then? Vega, are there any monster design that make you shiver your timbers? No, I've always been very monsters are cool and never scary. I mean, I guess there's some that probably gross me out. Holy shit. Alright, okay, okay. We can handle this. Yeah, we can definitely handle this. If you got hit, this would have been pretty dangerous. You can clear out these three. This guy. 25 against 18. Okay, Silas, we've had you for 8 levels and you leveled up speed once. Thank you. 50% speed growth, by the way. Speed screwed in 2 of my games. We should have unpaired Hinoka. God damn it. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. Actually, it would have. We can dance for Hinoka, maybe. So, Reina kills this guy. Takumi kills this guy. Orochi kills this guy. And we dance for Kaze. When Kaze unpairs Hinoka. We dance for Hinoka. Hinoka kills this Byron Rider with the help of her dual strike, which will do 16 damage. Hinoka has to do 10 damage. Hinoka, can you do 10 damage to this guy? 16, 12. You cannot. You do 8 damage. Okay. Well, react to Sekuno drama. Kill yourself. No, German YouTubers are just stole from English YouTubers. Unbelievable disappointment. If we transfer him and then gives you +4, you now do 20 or 36, it's 18. Then we can kill. It's a risky play. It's a real risky play.
Come on.
Strength level up. You get doubled by them. 12. Wow, these guys are fucking slow. We might need you to shelter, so you stay there and look pretty. Oh, she jumped from her thing. Hamburger, pickle cheese, put the patty in between its burger. Yeah, yeah, it's burger. Yeah, yeah. 17. 8 damage. Bruh.
No contest.
What's wrong, bruh? It's fucking over. 6. 10. 22. If I take 10 damage, I'll be at 13. They both have steel axes. I just have to wait. Oh shit. Guys, we are unbelievably fucked right now. $25. You can survive one attack. You too. Okay. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. $24. 6. 22. This is 22 minus 6 is 16. You survive one attack. We can't let you kill the follow-up. You survive both of them? 13. That's 4. That's 8 damage. So I think you're fine actually. They have to pair up attack. Because that's just 5, that's just way less. That's 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4. 8, 17, 23, 10. You can survive 3 attacks. You can survive 1. You could survive 1. But you're fine. You. If I put Azura here. Put me in, coach. I can survive too. Put me in, coach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's not impassable, so I don't know why he says that. But they can't stand on here, essentially. You have a wall. Oboro right here. Because they're counting get attacked once. 6, 7, you said it. I try not to, I try not to. I put next to you, you only get attacked once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You survive. 1. The question is, will one of them sacrifice their turn to kill one of my units? Normally, they both go for their own individual attacks, whenever they can. So he'd go lowest defense, 6. I mean, lowest attack, because they can read the auras. I can low-key leave you alone. Yeah. 2 of them attack. She can't kill them back because she can't double. And then one of them gets blocked. You can survive all 3 because you're goated. I don't even know how, but you can do it. But the biggest targets are Azura. Again, we can also shelter. What if we shelter Azura? Put Oboro here. Put Sakura here. Kaze, Silas, Oboro. They can't stand on these things, but she can't get attacked. Sucker here will be completely safe. Zero will be completely safe. Orochi will be safe because she can only get attacked from one place. You have to make sure they don't kill on counter. Orochi doesn't kill on a counter attack. We will have to defang you. Kaze can only get attacked from one place. 22, 10, 5. 1. Oh my god, you almost one-shot them. What if you're on Rat Spirit? 3 minus 5. 22. Somebody, oh, he needs some milk. Do they do 7 damage? No!
That was close. Maybe next time.
Rest in peace, Kagero.
Wow, intimidating.
No! I'm heartbroken.
I'm with you.
One TDT fanfic I've been following ended, and so that chapter was kind of disappointing. You're even reading it? Did I not calculate the damage? Am I stupid? God, I'm so dumb. I could have put W's here and put Sakura here. 84 Void is nasty. That's how the cookie crumbles. And mostly 3 chapters worth of narration for events that would have needed 4 more chapters if they really wanted to get it done. Maybe because they planned to finish it before episode 8 release, but didn't manage to. Those poor bastards.
No mercy.
No remorse.
Stay strong. Let's go.
We're having so much fun cleaning up.
Let me help you.
Yeah, 2 enough. 8. A chapter was usually like 3 or 6
I can help too.
K words, something like 8K, and that final was 22K with at least half of it being basic recruiting of events and narration of what Kane was thinking about. Really weird.
All right.
Fuck, man. Cowgirl was supposed to be the father of the mother of Selkie. She has she has one of the highest personal strengths gross. That's the only way to make Selkie have actual decent strengths. Oh wow. $22,000? No more optimized eugenics. Wait, is Rinka back on the menu? No, sure. Strength is terrible. It's hard to feed her. What units do we have left? What girls are left? We lost 1. That's pretty fucking bad. We get Kaden. Meowgenics. We get Scarlet, the corn sexual.
What?
All in on Rinka, question mark? Hater. Bro. Holy. No, he leaves. Oh, I'm so demotivated. How do people even do these?
I'll stay.
Why is that your partner? We're gonna die.
You've helped me grow stronger.
Okay. Beep, ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba.
So the movement in Super Mario 64 is so good that it kind of pisses me off. We've had 3 decades of 3D video game development since this game came out, and it still somehow feels better to play than like 99% of video games. There is a profound sense of
Is it?
immediacy to this game. You can feel a very direct connection between the length of these button presses and the height of these jumps. There's a granularity to this. It's tactile, right? Mario 64 is like alive. Great way to feel this is with the triple jump in this game. Look at all the cute little variations I could throw in here, and the game is still like, ooh yeah, girl, that is a triple jump. There's an open-endedness to the movement in Mario 64 that later 3D Mario titles seem to refuse to replicate. You can side flip out of anything in this game. You can start a triple jump out of anything in this game. You can wall jump out of a long jump, and oh my god, don't even get me started on the long jump. The long jump in Super Mario 64 is like the sexiest move ever put into a video game. It goes so fast, it goes so far, your brain develops a symbiotic relationship with the length and speed of this.
I thought this
long
game had
jump
hella
that will
input
stay with you
delay.
for the rest of your life. The long jump and I have been married for 50 beautiful years. Have you ever noticed how precise the wall kicks are
Wait.
in the, god damn it.
Hold on, I forgot. Don't laugh at me. I forgot.
Most games that are not named Super Metroid, you kind of just spam the button to do wall jumps, and it doesn't really feel like a mechanic. It kind of just feels like a thing that you need to do to get up to a platform that is above your stupid head. In Super Mario 64, wall jumping is like a thing that you get good at, like it would be in real life, despite the fact that every subsequent 3D Mario game, in some ways, tweaks and one might even say improves on the movement formula of Super Mario 64. They never quite touch it, do they? They never quite... It's actually like kind of annoying like to turn around in this game. Like if you're going in one direction and you want to go in the other, direction, it's kind of a pain in the ass. And unfortunately, back in the day, you had to do all of this on a Nintendo 64 controller, which is basically the equivalent of a medieval torture device. But now that the game is free to play on the Nintendo PC, you can play it with an Xbox controller and really appreciate all the nuance of the movement. Hey, speaking of the Nintendo PC, I hear they got the other one on here. What's the stupid beach one?
Super Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Now, I want to be clear that if you're the type of bitch who says that Super Mario Sunshine is a great game with no caveats, I fundamentally don't trust you as a human being, but let's start with the good. The movement in Super Mario Sunshine is generally fantastic, even though they removed the long jump due to what I can only assume is homophobia. The side flip is really good, it's really versatile, the window is super forgiving, which we love to see in a side flip. The spin jump is for sickos, but when you get good at it, it's badass. They ported over most of the good stuff from Super Mario 64 and added a bunch of new nonsense. There is an overwhelming amount of tech for sickos in this game. If you are a fan of tech for sickos, Super Mario Sunshine, like many games for the Nintendo GameCube, will catch your eye on a rainy street corner and steal 5 years of your life and leave you with a broken heart and
Started playing, but it was
and also
too hard.
Flood is in this game. Flood, it's fine. The hover nozzle, it's fine. It's like you have the raccoon tail all the time, except sometimes you gotta, like, sit in a puddle about it. The turbo nozzle,
This person's voice is
badass
really
and
shaky.
They barely use it. The rocket nozzle, it's badass and they barely use it. I really like when you're like running around that you can hold the charge on the rocket nozzle and then you can like.
I think I need to
jump and
cut
go
my
back
voice
shit
more,
box.
'cause
None of the levels use it. Problem is how little time you spend.
You can't hear people
participating
breathing in
the
videos
game's
except mine.
sick-ass movement options versus how often you spend participating in watermelons or chucksters.
Really, they
or
control their
this
voice. I'm jealous.
spinning panel wall or fucking god damn it, like ignoring blue coins. And hey, who doesn't, am I right? Hey, thanks. I tallied up all of the shines
Part of the
in
comedy
game
for
and
me.
categorized them into legitimate platform
What is, the breathing?
and
Or their
stupid
voice?
fucking bullshit. And it was like 37 to 61, which is ultimately why I think this game has a stronger legacy as a speed game than it does as a casual game. You know, like, at least among dorks. Because when you're incredible at this game, you can turn even the most nightmarish levels into sick-ass platforming challenges. But for the average person, it's like the game is constantly saying, hello, I have given you a balloon filled with lard and covered in grease. I need you to carry it for 500 miles on a unicycle. And if you make the slightest mistake, I am going to kick you in the balls and play a clown honking sound at you and laugh.
I don't care!
It's like fruity, marshmallowy, sour candy.
Super Mario 64 DS is a 3D platformer that you control with a D-pad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real, man. Every single time I play these games, I like them a little bit less. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, huh? So Nintendo was really into doing this thing on the Wii where when your character has forward momentum and then they jump, all of their inertia is immediately canceled and gets replaced with Special Boy jump inertia that is exclusive to jumping and has no relation to the inertia that you just had 0.2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Every time I come back to these games, I'm always shocked by how stiff they feel. They brought the long jump back, but it's horrifically nerfed. I don't think I've ever been so disappointed in a loved one in my entire life. Oh, except for, this thing. I like that you can do this. But the long jump in this game is just so fucking slow. It's like they saw people being sexy and going fast in Super Mario 64 and said, oh no, we can't have any of that. How are you even gonna want to save your brother Luigi? You're too busy getting laid because of the long jump. What the fuck am I talking about? Now, I like the spin, all right? We all like the spin. Hey, folks, we like the spin, right? Yeah, we like the spin. I like that they recognize that having a little bit of extra bullshit in your jump in Mario Sunshine was kind of cool, right? Because in Mario 64, oh god. Unfortunately, this game was released in 2007 for the Nintendo Wii, so we all know that this very important new movement option couldn't have possibly be bound to a button. Now, let me explain this to those of you who were either fetuses or 30 when this game came out. This was a good year into the life cycle of beloved icon of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the Nintendo Wii. We were already a little
Like,
bit
your tone is
tired
part of
of
your humor in your
esports
videos
at
for
this
me.
point, and every
Well,
game
yes.
that came out from Nintendo's end during this time seemed like it was desperate to convince you that the fact that the controller had a pointer and an accelerometer in it was still, like, cool. And they would just, you had to shake the controller to do it's like you do it in like every jump. And I think a lot of these changes are ultimately
I've never seen these
that
pumpkin
make
guys.
the game more accessible, right? This is a game that was released for a console that was targeted towards casual gamers and was wildly popular in that demographic. And so it makes sense that they wanted to implement slower, more controllable jumps with more powerful air movement so that your little cousin wouldn't have to fall off a cliff every 8 seconds. And this is kind of just how games on the Wii were, right? And it's not a deal breaker to me. I still think Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. The stupid fucking bullshit tally is way more favorable than Super Mario Sunshine, but they are overall less satisfying than Super Mario.
They tally every episode?
Yeah, what about it? I don't know. I didn't play this one. But like it's probably pretty similar to Super Mario 3D World. The most mediocre game of all time. You know, Mario 3D World, the absolute nadir of movement in 3D Mario games. Oh, no one going to bat for this one, huh? Well, we don't got any Wii U kids in the audience. It feels like this game hates you for using its movement. Oh, you want to run? Yeah, I guess you can run eventually. Oh, you want to do a side flip? Sorry, I'm gonna need you to fill out these forms in triplicate and wait 6 to 8 business weeks after tilting the stick, and then maybe we'll consider approving your request for a side flip. Oh, you want to do a triple jump? Fuck you, there isn't one. Now, you may think that the primary reason for the existence of the triple jump is to reach high platforms. However, anyone who is experienced in Mario 3D platformers knows that this is not the case. It's actually so that you can hop around while you're getting from one place to another and go, haha, hoo-hoo, wee. Mario 3D World does not understand this. Super Mario Sunshine understood that even if you were carrying a fruit, you still needed to be able to triple jump because I need to be able to go haha hoo hoo wee. They fucked it all up. They fucked it all up. Why do I have to wait so long to do a backflip? Did you know that this game doesn't even have like full 360-degree movement? You're actually locked to 8 directions when you... hang on, I'm being handed a note. Fuck me. So 48 hours ago, I had already recorded and edited a segment in which I erroneously claimed that Super Mario 3D World has 8-way directional movement and that this was changed in the Switch version. I then spent 2 straight days recording Mario running around in various scenarios and discovered that neither of these things are true. So let's start from the top here. In Super Mario
How none of them
World
true?
For the Wii U, you can play the game on a Wii remote, and the Wii remote does not have an analog stick. So the game needs to be beatable by a player who can only move in 8 directions. When I was in college, my roommate walked in while I was playing this game on a controller, and he said, "Hey, check this out. Spin the stick in a circle. Look how you move in an octagon." It's because the game doesn't have analog movement. You can only move in 8 directions. And I shouldn't have taken your word for it, Liam, because that's an inaccurate description of how the movement works in Super Mario 3D World, and by extension, its port for the Switch, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. And you would know that if you had just spent a full hour with
You thought that game was good.
Game running in your living room, making Mario...
So much dedication, I just don't get it, man. Mario's not that good.
slowly walk
Mario.
around and frowning disapprovingly at the screen. It's more like a digital notch. Like, it is possible to angle your character outside of one of the 8 directions, but the game will slide you towards one of them if you're not extremely precise. It is honestly one of the strangest control schemes I've ever seen in a video
opinion,
game.
but you're right.
It's so subtle, but so weird once you're aware of it, and it kind of like ruins the game for you. Earlier today, my neighbor came over to hang out with me, and I explained all of this to her, and she said that this is the most unemployed thing that I've ever said. For what it's worth, the game is clearly designed around this limitation. A lot of the later levels require these wild geometric maneuvers that force you to master the game's unique movement system. Mario 3D World, it's its own thing after all. It's not trying to be a Mario Galaxy 3 or whatever, but that doesn't mean that it's good. Is there any better visual metaphor for a game that strips all of the complexity and nuance out of the movement in 3D Mario games than this? Oh, and also for some reason I thought they changed it in the Switch version. I honestly think I just got tricked by, oh yeah, did I mention in the Switch version you run fast as shit? Everyone was so excited when they found out about this, right? Oh my god, they fixed the movement in Mario 3D World because it's faster now. That must mean it's better, right? And when I heard this, I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Mario 3D World has a bunch of levels that are designed tightly around how fast your character moves.
I'm playing the Wii Mario with my friend. I kept thinking as Toad.
That just fuck up the
You're
level
Toad in
design?
real life.
And the answer is, yeah, it did do that. Yeah, so Mario 3D World already has an issue with depth perception, right? You have very little control over the camera in this game, and so it's often hard to tell exactly where you are in relation to the platforms, almost like it's a sequel to a game made to sell a stereoscopic 3D gimmick for a middlingly popular Nintendo handheld, and the slow movement
Middling?
of the new version mitigates this somewhat. In the Switch version, it's like controlling a broken shopping cart while
That shit was sounding like
wearing
hotcakes.
rollerblades. And so I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but I think Nintendo made the movement in a game faster and made it worse. I don't think that's ever happened before. Oh, and don't even get me fucking started on how overrated Bowser's Fury is. Mario Odyssey, pretty cool game. You can skip the cutscenes except when you can't. This is probably the best we're gonna get. What? Don't make fun of him. That's my Odyssey Sona. He's called Crashed the Family Benz Mario. This is probably the best we're ever gonna get from a modern 3D Mario game. They really put their whole pussy into the new.
3DS had a
this
super
game.
Rocky Star and
You
had to
can
make
do
it
this,
super
you can
cheap
do
for a while.
This, the side flip is almost as
true?
good as it used to be. But most importantly, we have to talk about this. I am going to call this the Thing. I first learned how to do the Thing when I was doing this Koopa race in Lake Kingdom. And, you know, they start going this direction and you look over here and there's this wall. And you're thinking to yourself, I bet I can get up that wall if I'm a total fucking jackass. And then you do it over and over and over again, and now it's ingrained in you. You revisit all of these places that haven't changed except for your perception of them. Like the long jump in Mario 64, you become intimately familiar with the height and distance that the Thing allows you to traverse, and all of a sudden there's all of these little in-jokes spread across the entire game. Oh, I bet I could get around that. Oh, I bet I could skip this gap now. Oh, why did I ever do this bullshit? You can combine the Thing with side flips. You can combine the Thing with wall jumps or long jumps. You can combine this with triple jumps to go ha-ha hoo-hoo-wee in ways previously undiscovered by man. The high degree of aerial control in this game, while more forgiving than Mario 64, provides its own type of skill expression alongside liberal use of the Thing in the form of spectacular last-second saves. And I appreciate that they did all of this to make up for the fact that the long jump still isn't as cool and sexy as it was 20 years ago. Just let me go fast with the long jump, Nintendo. Why do you hate gay people? Instead, the fastest way to move is... Yeah, so this is why every time you watch somebody speedrun Super Mario Odyssey, they gotta look like this. The implementation of the motion controls in this game is somehow worse in every possible way than it was in Super Mario Galaxy. There's all kinds of just random bullshit that's locked behind doing motion controls. Oh, you want to?
How do people emulate this?
Faster? Start jerking off. You want to do the coolest move in the game? Jerk off. You want to roll around?
I'm already
Jerk
on it,
off.
buddy.
How many buttons are on this goddamn controller? It's not 2007 anymore, Nintendo. We don't have to do this. And every time you bring this up, people are like, oh, well, like, you don't need to use them to beat the game. Okay. I also don't need to, jump. I'm not gonna watch this. The thing is, even though I think that in terms of the mechanics and options available to you, this game is at least parallel to Mario 64 in terms of its freedom and how much I just love to run around, but the problem is that they don't make old games anymore. You know what I'm saying? And this
Currently,
isn't just
there
like
is an
nostalgia
input
drill, right? Games literally
combo that
feel
skips 90% of
different
those
to
motion
play
inputs in
now.
it all.
Games are not designed the way that they were designed back in
Ah.
the day. Mario 64
AB.
does not have an input buffer the way that Super Mario Odyssey does. And you're probably playing it on some stupid smart TV that keeps asking you to turn on first-person shooter mode. And so while the movement in Mario Odyssey
friend's
is
TV.
like a warm blanket,
Trying to make
the
us use
movement in
Samsung AI
Mario
whenever we're trying to play
64
Smash
is like,
Bros.
I don't know, cocaine. What are people into these days? Ketamine? Ketamine's popular, right? Okay, I don't think this is very much like Mario 64, actually.
Lol. 240k views. It's all white people in here. Thank you, Noah. The YouTuber is also kind of funny because they end their videos always kind of abruptly. I like doing that too. Sometimes. Maybe they should just play one of those indie movement platformers. Anyways, I gotta get ready now. It's an interesting video seeing, but I think I've already seen almost all those points on Twitter for the past couple years. Boom, 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 boom. Shut up. Okay, bye.